Hello everybody, all of you are welcome in 11th lecture of first chapter, that is electric charge and electric fields. In previous lecture we had discussed regarding electric flux. So first of all we will just revise it and then we will proceed further. Okay. So electric flux के बारे में हमने क्या सोचा? We had discussed that electric flux is an concept which can be mathematically represented by, see, electric flux. Okay, electric flux. हमने देखा था this electric flux gives you measure the number of field line passing through given area perpendicular to the electric field. Okay, उसको mathematically कैसे represent करना है? Let us check. Suppose this is one region, okay, one area. Area vector of this surface, let us say this is area vector, it is S. Okay, in this region electric field is vector E. This is area vector, surface area, that's why I have mentioned symbol S. In this region electric field is E. Then flux linked with this surface is phi E equal to dot product of E and S. Okay, so electric flux, as it is electric, I have kept suffix E. In magnetism we will discuss about magnetic flux. यहाँ electric flux है, so इसको specify करने के लिए हम suffix E रखते हैं. Phi is the symbol for flux. Electric flux, so phi E is the scalar product or dot product of E and S. So we know that this can be written as E S cos theta, where what is theta? Theta is angle between. कह सकते हो किसका एंगल है? Theta is angle between vector E and vector S, that is electric field vector and area vector, between vector E and vector S. Okay, now this electric flux, it is a scalar quantity. Be careful, it is a scalar quantity, but it can be positive, it can be negative, it can be zero also. Let us check three different cases. Okay, depending on value of theta, it can be positive, negative or zero. So case number 1, if 0 less than theta less than 90. Okay, so that means our angle between E and A is in between 0 and 90. Okay, that means theta is in first quadrant. Okay, and all of you know that in first quadrant cos is always positive. If cos is positive, our flux will become phi E is positive, right? Okay, then second case, if theta is exactly 90 degree, okay, so vector E and vector A, they are perpendicular, then if theta is 90 degree, cos 90 is 0, then flux will be 0. And case number 3, then here in between 91 to 180. Okay, or I can say that 90 less than theta less than 180. That means our angle is between 90 and 180. Second quadrant cos is negative. Cos की value negative will be, that means flux is also negative. So I can say that phi E is negative. So here we can say that, but even though flux is scalar quantity, but it can be positive, it can be negative or it can be zero also, depending on value of theta. Okay. Now ये तो बात कही हुई कि जब इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड कांस्टेंट है, कोई सरफेस ऐसी मिलेगी कि जहाँ पर इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड की वैल्यू चेंज हो रही है या डायरेक्शन चेंज है, दैट मीन्स इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इज नॉट कांस्टेंट. So for that surface, if I want to find flux, what should I do? So when E does not remain constant throughout the surface, what we should do? We have to divide the surface, whole surface, into very very small part. Okay. So suppose ये हमारी surface है. Okay. इसके ऊपर इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड जगह जगह पर वेरी हो रहा है, हम एज्यूम कर लेते हैं. ओके, तो हमें क्या करना है? इफ इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इज वेरी, वी हैव टू डिवाइड द होल सरफेस इनटू स्मॉल एलिमेंट. दैट मीन्स छोटे छोटे पार्ट्स में डिवाइड करेंगे. ये एक पार्ट रख दिया. ओके, इसका फील्ड निकाल लो. ओके, पार्ट इतना छोटा होना चाहिए कि इसके ऊपर हम बोल सकते हैं कि यहाँ बहुत छोटा है तो इनका वेरिएशन नहीं है. थ्रू आउट द स्मॉल रीजन ई रिमेन्स कॉन्स्टेंट. अगर देखो आपको समझ में है इसलिए मैं बड़ा ड्रॉ कर रही हूँ. एक्चुअली इट विल बी वेरी वेरी स्मॉल. ओके, सो हियर ये दूसरा पार्ट है. यहाँ इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड की वैल्यू कुछ और होगी, यहाँ पर और होगी, यहाँ तीसरा पार्ट ले लिया. ओके, सो नाउ व्हाट आई शुड डू, जितने भी पार्ट्स में डिवाइड किया है सभी के लिए इंडिविजुअली मुझे फ्लक्स निकालना है. ओके, देन सबका फ्लक्स अगर मैं जोड़ देती हूँ, ऐड कर देती हूँ, आई विल गेट द फ्लक्स लिंक्ड विद द होल सरफेस. ओके, सो व्हेनेवर E is not constant, you have to divide the whole surface into very small element, and we have to find electric flux linked with individual each and every element. After finding all the electric flux, you have to add them up to get the total flux. Let us try. So suppose here I have a surface. कोई भी सरफेस हम ले सकते हैं. ओके, यहाँ सभी जगह पर इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड वेरी हो रहा है. हम लोग ऐसा मेंशन करेंगे. एक्चुअली इट इज 3-dimensional surface. Keep in mind here on the board I can draw only 2D, but it is 3-dimensional surface. Now here I want to find electric flux linked with this whole surface. What should I do? I will divide the whole surface into very small elements. Okay, so many elements can be considered. Okay, now out of the so many elements I am considering one element. Suppose this is my element. Electric field here, its magnitude is E and area vector perpendicular to the surface. I can consider this one as perpendicular. Suppose area vector is ds. Okay, can you see this? Okay, let me write in. E is the electric field and area vector is ds. So flux linked with the small element, I can say that flux linked with small element is, as element is small, flux भी काफी छोटा होगा. So I am mentioning it with d phi e. d phi e is equal to E dot ds. ओके, सो एक एलिमेंट का फ्लक्स मिला. इसी तरह से हमको सभी एलिमेंट के फ्लक्स ढूंढने हैं एंड देन वी हैव टू इंटीग्रेट. सो आई कैन से दैट देयरफॉर टोटल फ्लक्स लिंक्ड विथ द होल सरफेस is phi e equal to, सबको जोड़ना है, ऐड करना है, and continuous addition can be done with help of integration. So I can say that phi e equal to integration d phi e. Okay, so in this way by taking integration I can find the flux linked with the whole surface. Okay, so ये बात हुई flux की. Now we have to discuss about Gauss law. Gauss has given idea how to find flux without doing this all integration order. ये सब पूरे का एक का निकालो, सबका निकालो, इंटीग्रेशन करो, ये प्रोसेस बहुत लंबी हो जाती है. So flux has given idea how to find electric flux without taking integration. So let us discuss it. तो हमारे गॉस अंकल ने कहा कि अब ऐसी ट्रिक देता हूँ कि जिसकी वजह से तुम फटाफट इलेक्ट्रिक फ्लक्स निकाल सकते हो. क्या कहा गॉस? So Gauss law says that the surface integral of the electric field over any closed hypothetical surface. Any closed surface must be closed and this surface is hypothetical. That means imaginary. This imaginary surface को क्या बोलते हैं? Gaussian surface. Okay, so Gaussian surface is an imaginary surface. It can be of any shape, it can be of any size. ये बात दिमाग में रखनी. Okay, so surface integral of electric field over any closed hypothetical surface is equal to 1 upon epsilon naught times the net charge enclosed within the surface. Okay, अब समझते हैं. पहली बात, surface integral means integration लेना है, integration over the surface, पूरी surface पर integration लेना है. किसका? Electric field. Okay, so electric field over the surface. So that side is ds, E dot ds. Okay. यहाँ देखो इंटीग्रेशन की साइन पर मैंने बड़ा सा सर्कल किया है. This circle indicates that it is integration over the closed surface. Okay. So integration of electric field over the surface is 1 upon epsilon times the net charge enclosed within the surface. Surface के अंदर जितना भी charge है surface के अंदर. Okay, be careful. Enclosed within. So q enclosed. Suppose then 1 upon epsilon times q enclosed. Okay. Now we all know that this integration E dot ds is nothing but our electric flux. So I can say that. So phi e, instead of this I can write phi e equal to q enclosed अपॉन एप्सिलॉन नॉट. तो ये तो क्या हुआ, फ्लक्स इजीली मिल जाएगा. क्यू एनक्लोज, कोई भी सरफेस ले लो, इसके अंदर कितना चार्ज है उसको एप्सिलॉन से डिवाइड कर दो, यू विल गेट द फ्लक्स. ओके, सो ये तो बात बता दी. ओके, हियर वी हैव टू एक्सेप्ट दिस विदाउट प्रूफ, बट हम ऐसे ही थोड़े छोड़ेंगे, थोड़ा एग्जांपल लेके चेक करेंगे कि वेदर इट इज करेक्ट और नॉट. ओके, सो नाउ लेट अस टेक एग्जांपल ऑफ वन स्फीयर. ये हमारा स्फीयर है. स्फीयर के सेंटर पर सपोज मैंने चार्ज क्यू रखा है. ओनली पॉइंट चार्ज क्यू इज इनसाइड द स्फीयर. ओके, सो क्या करते हैं हम, ये हमारा स्फीयर, एज्यूम कर लो कि इसके सेंटर पर चार्ज क्यू रखा है. ओके, सो एवरी पॉइंट ऑफ दिस सरफेस विल बी at equal distance. Okay, let us assume that radius of the sphere is r. So each and every point of the sphere is at a distance r from the charge. Okay, ये हमारा point charge है q. So everywhere there will be electric field. Electric field due to point charge is kq by r square. So E is equal to kq by r square. So हमारा ये charge q है, कितना इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड प्रोड्यूस करेगा, kq by r square, where r is the distance. So यहाँ सभी जगह पर r सेम है. That means magnitude of electric field at each and every point will be equal. Magnitude is equal, but direction will be, whether it will be same or not? No, because everywhere electric field is radially outward. Okay, this is positive charge. What is the direction of electric field due to positive charge? Away from the charge. So अगर ये point लेते हैं तो इसकी direction यहाँ electric field ऐसे जाएगा, यहाँ ऐसे जाएगा, यहाँ ऐसे जाएगा. So everywhere electric field is radially outward and it is perpendicular to the surface. So we can, in other words, we can say that our electric field is locally perpendicular. यहाँ इसके perpendicular है, यहाँ इसके perpendicular है, यहाँ इसके. So it is known as locally perpendicular. Okay. So electric field कैसा हुआ? Locally perpendicular. Okay. Now suppose I am considering this area. इस एरिया को मैं बोलती हूँ ds. ओके, what will be area vector? Area vector is always perpendicular to the surface. So area vector भी इसी direction में मिलेगा. This is the direction of E. This is the direction of ds. Okay. So E and ds are perpendicular to each other. So what is the angle between E and ds? 0. So flux linked with this element. Flux linked with this small element. I will say d phi E. कितना मिला? What is the formula? It is equal to E dot ds. So E dot ds. Okay, that is E ds cos. Angle between E and ds is 0. So cos 0. Okay. Now let me. So it will be E into ds. This is your d phi. Just few minutes earlier we have discussed that when electric field is different everywhere. See here magnitude is same but direction is different. So what we have to do? We have to find flux link with one element and then we have to integrate it. So total flux कैसे मिलेगा? Phi E equal to integration d phi E. Okay. So integration. What is the value of d phi? E into ds. Okay. Now everywhere magnitude of E is constant, so I can take it outside. So E into इंटीग्रेशन ds. ओके ना, इंटीग्रेशन ds क्या है, छोटा सा एरिया, उसका इंटीग्रेशन दैट मीन्स सभी एरिया को जोड़ना है. If I add all these areas, what I will get? The total surface area of the sphere. Okay, and we all know that total surface area of sphere is 4 pi r square. So it is E into 4 pi r square. Okay, now let us put the value of E. So now I can say that phi E. Okay, what is my E? E is kq by r square. So kq by r square into 4 pi r square. R square cancel. Okay. Now what is k? K is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. So I can say that it is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught into q into 4 pi. 4 pi gets cancelled. So what is left? Phi E is equals to q by epsilon naught. What is q? Q is the charge within the surface. That means q enclosed divided by epsilon naught. आ गया? जो गॉस अंकल ने बोला था, फ्लक्स linked with any closed surface is equal to charge enclosed divided by epsilon. Charge enclosed क्या है? Q divided by epsilon naught. That will give me flux. So here you can feel the theorem. Okay, समझना है, feel करना है कि ये क्या कहने का जो है. Whatever is the charge inside, that charge divided by epsilon naught gives me flux linked with the surface. Okay, so here एक्चुअली हम क्या करते हैं, यहाँ एक सरफेस इमेजिन करते हैं स्फीयर की साइज की. इस सरफेस को मैं क्या बोलती हूँ, गॉसियन सरफेस. ओके, once again keep in mind Gaussian surface is imaginary surface. It can be of any size, it can be of any shape. यहाँ ये थ्योरम अप्लाई करने के लिए कोई भी Gaussian surface हम ले सकते हैं. ओके, now one point you have to keep in mind that this Gauss theorem is applicable to each and every surface. Okay, but it is useful, सभी जगह पर अप्लाई तो कर सकते हैं, लेकिन उसका फ्रूटफुल रिजल्ट कब मिलेगा, जब हमारी Gaussian surface सिमेट्रिक होगी. Okay, then when we will solve the questions you will be able to understand this concept very clearly कि सिमेट्रिक क्या है, ये सब क्या है ये. But keep in mind, right now keep in mind that this theorem is applicable to each and every Gaussian surface, right? So here we have tried to understand that how this Gauss theorem can be applied to any surface. Okay, now when we have to apply this Gauss theorem, we have to keep certain points in our mind. Let us discuss about those points. पहले तो हमको क्या लेफ्ट साइड पर क्या है, राइट साइड पर क्या है, वो सब समझना है. ओके, सो अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस आई कैन से दैट इन जनरल आई कैन से दैट phi E is equal to integration over closed surface E dot ds, which is equal to q enclosed divided by epsilon naught. ये बराबर याद रख लेना है. Fix this thing very properly in your mind. Phi means phi E electric flux equal to integration over closed surface E dot ds equal to q enclosed upon epsilon naught. जितने भी चार्जेस है सबको हमें कंसिडर करना है. ओके, एक एग्जांपल लेते हैं. सपोज this is my Gaussian surface. Here there are different charges. Suppose here plus 5 coulomb charge is there, minus 2 coulomb charge is there, minus 4 coulomb charge is there, and fourth charge is plus 6 coulomb. Okay, now here when I want to find flux linked with the surface, क्या करना है, flux linked with the surface. चलो कुछ भी करने के बजाय phi E is equal to cos तो क्या बोलता है, q enclosed divided by epsilon naught. कितने चार्जेस है, 4. सबका एडिशन करना है, that will be total enclosed charge. प्लस 6 प्लस 5 11 11 minus, or you can say 4 plus 2 6, so it will be 5 coulomb. So 5 upon epsilon naught, that will be the flux linkage. बहुत सिंपल हो गया, एकदम इजीली फाइंड कर सकते हैं कितना चार्ज है, सबका समेशन कर दो, साइन कंसीडर करनी है, whatever is the net divided by epsilon, you will get the flux. Okay. Now when you are, okay, now suppose another example, we have a system of charges in which there are different charges. Let us consider plus 1 coulomb, minus 2 coulomb, plus 3 coulomb, minus 4 coulomb, minus 5 coulomb, like that. Okay. Now here I am considering one Gaussian surface like this. Then to find flux linked with this Gaussian surface, what I have to do? Phi E equal to total charge enclosed by the Gaussian surface. That means Gaussian surface के अंदर जितने चार्ज है वो ही कंसिडर करने हैं. तो अंदर कितने हैं? 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay. 5 plus 2 7. 7 minus 4, that is minus 3 coulomb charge is that, right? So flux will be minus 3 upon epsilon. जो चार्ज बाहर है Gaussian surface के उसको कंसिडर नहीं करना है. Be careful. Okay. So Q enclosed means charge enclosed within the surface. ये बात समझनी है. Okay. Now left side पर क्या है? E dot ds. So electric field कौन सा लेना है? Electric field is the total electric field whether it is inside or outside. Be careful. So इसमें दोनों तरफ अलग अलग है. राइट साइड पर Q enclosed में क्या है? Only charges within the surface. But E, that is electric field in the inside the surface or outside the, सभी electric field को consider करना है. ये बात में बिल्कुल भूल नहीं होनी चाहिए. E is the electric field everywhere, whether it is inside or it is outside. But Q is the charges within the surface only. आई बात समझ में? Okay. Now let us discuss significance of Gauss law. Okay. Point number 1. True for any closed surface. ये तो हमने डिस्कस कर लिया है. Gauss law can be applied to any closed surface. Okay. Then Q enclosed means only those charges which are located inside the surface. Okay. That means Q enclosed charges within the surface ही consider करने हैं. जो surface Gaussian surface के बाहर है उस charge को consider नहीं करना है. Okay. And one more point here. Within the surface, charge can be anywhere. It is not necessary that it is always at the center. Okay, it can be at the center, it can be anywhere, but it must be within the surface. Okay. Then Gaussian surface is the surface that we choose to apply the Gauss law. Okay, Gaussian surface की definition जैसा है कि इसको Gaussian surface कौन सा बोलते हैं? It is the surface. Once again, it is an imaginary surface on which we are applying Gauss law. That surface is known as Gaussian surface. Then, this is one important point. The Gaussian surface should not pass through any discrete charge. Okay? So, उसका मतलब क्या हुआ? कि suppose यहाँ पर different charges है. Q1, here is Q2, here is Q3, here is Q4, and I have to apply Gauss law. तो Gauss law apply करने के लिए एक surface imagine करनी पड़ेगी. Okay. So, suppose if I imagine this surface, then it is valid. If I imagine this surface, then also okay. But we cannot consider a surface such that any charge is on the surface. That means our Gaussian surface cannot pass through any charge. Okay. See, here is my Q4. ऐसा नहीं ले सकते. Okay? Why? So main point, Gaussian surface should not pass through any discrete charge. Okay. Why it is so? Okay. In case of when we are applying Gauss law, we have to consider electric field. Okay. तो सबका electric field लेना है. इस field का और इस charge का electric field क्या होगा? So it will be K Q4 upon R square. Right? Magnitude ये होगा. What is R? R is the distance of the point from the charge. Okay. मुझे यहीं पर इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड फाइंड करना है, तो यहाँ इसका इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड क्या होगा? R comes out to be 0. So when R is 0, then this E4 will be undefined. Okay, पॉइंट के खुद के लोकेशन पर इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड अनडिफाइंड है. सो यहाँ इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड अनडिफाइंड है. दैट्स व्हाई वी कैन नॉट apply Gauss law to this type of Gaussian surface. So whenever you are choosing the Gaussian surface, you have to keep in mind that my Gaussian surface should not pass through any discrete charge. Okay, continuous charge है तो चलेगा, लेकिन discrete charge के पास नहीं करनी चाहिए. Okay, then next point. Gauss law is useful for calculating electric field when the system has some symmetry. So this is the most important point or main use of the Gauss law. Gauss law की वजह से हम क्या करते हैं? We will derive the formula for electric field due to very long wire. Infinitely long wire है, उसका it has some charge. Then what is the electric field due to that wire? Very large, infinitely large एक plate है. Plate के ऊपर some charge है. Then what is the electric field due to this plate? That we can calculate with help of Gauss law. If we have sphere or shell, what is the electric field inside the sphere, what is the electric field outside the sphere, all these things can be calculated very easily with help of this Gauss law. Okay, so Gauss law is useful for calculating electric field. But when the system has some symmetry, so in that case I have to choose the Gaussian surface such that the electric field is everywhere same. So I have to choose the appropriate Gaussian surface in that case. So if I choose appropriate Gaussian surface, I can calculate the electric field. In next session, we have to derive all this formula. Formula for electric field due to infinitely charged wire, infinitely large plate and a sphere. Okay. At that time, this will become more clear. Okay. And the last point. Gauss law is based on inverse square dependence on the distance, because we can derive Gauss law with help of Coulomb's law. हमने इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड फाइंड किया Coulomb's law की पर से. इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड की वजह से हमने ये प्रूव किया था कि Gauss law एप्लीकेबल. वो स्फीयर वाला एग्जांपल लिया था उसमें. ओके, सो इट इज बेस्ड ऑन इनवर्स स्क्वायर डिपेंडेंस. इफ इनवर्स स्क्वायर लॉ वायलेट होता है, देन Gauss law भी वायलेट होता है. Okay, so these are some significant points regarding the Gauss law. You have to note it down all the points. पहले आप वीडियो पॉज करके सब नोट कर लो. इसके बाद हम लोग इलस्ट्रेशन कर लेंगे, टेक्सचुअल इलस्ट्रेशन. बहुत थियरी हो गई, अब थोड़ा न्यूमेरिकल करते हैं. ओके, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू नोट इट डाउन. अब सॉल्व करते हैं इलस्ट्रेशन नंबर 1.11. Can you read the question? Yes. The electric field components in figure 1.27 are Ex equal to alpha x raised to half, Ey and Ez are 0, in which alpha equal to 800 Newton per coulomb meter raised to half. Calculate number 1 the flux through the cube and number 2 the charge within the cube. Assume that A equal to 0.1 meter. Now let us try to understand. See, here this is Cartesian coordinate system in which I have kept one cube. Side of the cube is A. Length, breadth, height, all three are A. Okay. This cube is kept such that its first face is at a distance A from the origin. हमने cube ऐसे रखा है. Okay. So this distance is A. Now this side is also A. So the second face, this face, is at a distance 2A from the origin. Right? Okay. Now here in this region there is electric field. Electric field has three components. Component along x-axis, component along y-axis, component along z-axis. It is given that this y and z components are 0. That means electric field is acting along x-axis only. So I can say that this is direction of vector E. In this region I have placed the cube. Then what is the total flux linked with this cube that I have to find? Okay. So first of all, this cube has 6 faces. Okay. Now see. This has 6 faces. Now you can consider that this stick gives you direction of electric field. This is x-axis, electric field is along x-axis. Now if you consider, I have considered this face as number 1, this face as number 2. Okay. Now forget about this two. First we will consider this face. Okay. For this face, electric field is in this direction, and what will be its area vector? Area vector is always perpendicular to the surface, so area vector is direction में होगा. So E is along x-axis, while this area vector is along z-axis. That means they are perpendicular. As they are perpendicular, flux will be 0. Similarly, upper face, E is along x-axis, area vector will be along y-axis. Again 90 degree. Here, E is along x, this is along negative y, and for the back side also, E and A, they will be perpendicular to each other. Hence, E and A for all these 4 faces are perpendicular. Flux linked with 1, 2, 3 and 4. This 4 phase will be 0. कौन सी बची? ये वाली और ये वाली. यहाँ क्या होगा? Direction of electric field is towards x-axis. इसका area vector outward normal. Outward normal means it is along negative x-axis. This is negative x-axis. Electric field is along positive x-axis. So I can say that it is 180 degree. Okay, theta will be 180 degree. Okay. Then for this side, electric field is along x-axis. Area vector is outward normal. That means it is also along by x-axis. So E and A for face number 2 will be parallel. Okay. So once again, 1, 2 साइड की फेस. यहाँ इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इस डायरेक्शन में है, एरिया वेक्टर यहाँ आएगा. ओके, सो S is in this direction. For this surface, E is along this direction, S is also outward normal. Okay, so here you can say that E is along this axis. This is the direction of E. S is outward normal, so E and S 180 degree. Here E and S are parallel. Okay. Either you can consider is angle S, or you can consider in terms of unit vector. I have considered here unit vector. See, here I have written for all the 4 faces angle is 90, so flux is 0. Now बारी आती है face number 1. So Ex equal to, it is given, Ex is equal to alpha x raised to half. Okay, what is x here? X, value of x यहाँ पर क्या है? It is at the distance a. So my x is a. Are you able to understand? See, यहाँ से रख दिया है. क्यों? Okay, it is given that it is at a distance a. It is given in the question. So what is the value of x at this point? Here 0, यहाँ डिस्टेंस a है, तो x की वैल्यू यहाँ पर कितनी होगी? a. So this is a. Now, so put the value of a. So it is alpha into a raised to half. Now what I have done, आपको समझ में आए इसलिए मैंने यूनिट वेक्टर के तरह. कौन सी डायरेक्शन में है एरिया? सॉरी, इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड along x axis. So I can say it is I cap. Y and z 0 है, so it is I cap. Now S, area of this. This is A, this one is also A. So area of each face will be A square. So area will be A into A. Okay. What is area vector for this? Area vector is along outward normal. Outward normal is towards negative x-axis. That's why I have mentioned minus I cap. Okay. So flux linked with face 1. It is E dot ds. I have placed the value. E is alpha a raised to half I cap. Vector S is a square minus I cap. So I cap dot I cap will give me 1. So it will be minus alpha a raised to half plus 2. That will give me 5 by 2. In the same way, for face number 2, यहाँ रखा, ये है हमारे face number 2. Okay. For this face, what is the value of x? X यहाँ कितना होगा? ये a है, ये distance भी a है. That means distance of this point from the origin. Distance of this point from the origin is a plus a, that is 2a. So x is equal to 2a. So value of Ex will be alpha into 2a raised to half, that means root 2 alpha a raised to half. Once again, E is along x-axis, so I cap area will be a square. I cap here, area outward normal. It is along positive x-axis, that's why it is I cap. Are you able to understand? Okay. Now, flux linked with the second phase. Once again, I have to put E dot S. E की वैल्यू कितनी है? रूट 2 अल्फा ए रेज टू हाफ आई कैप. S की वैल्यू है a स्क्वायर आई कैप. आई कैप डॉट आई कैप will give me 1. So it is root 2 alpha a raised to 5 by 2. So out of 6 phases, for 4 phases flux is 0, and for these 2 phases 1 and 2, I have calculated flux. Okay. So now what is my question? I have to find flux through the cube. That means 6. ओके पूरे के पूरे 6 फेसेस का टोटल फ्लक्स कितना होगा? सो टोटल फ्लक्स विल बी phi 1 plus phi 2. 3, 4, 5 and 6 will be 0. Okay. So I have placed the value. After that I have done mathematical simplification. Then I have placed the value of alpha and a. It is given in your question. Alpha is 800, a is 0.1 meter. So by putting the value, finally we get 1.047 Newton meter square per coulomb. Okay. Now second part, charge within the cube. Okay. So first of all you just note it down, then we will solve the second part. अब सेकेंड पार्ट लेते हैं. उसमें क्या फाइंड करना है? Q enclosed, total charge enclosed by that cube. Okay. So we know that flux is equals to Q enclosed upon epsilon naught. I want to find Q enclosed, make it subject. So it is 5 multiplied by epsilon naught. We know value of epsilon naught. It is 8.854 into 10 raised to minus 12. You have to remember this value. So put the value of 5. We हमने यहाँ calculate कर लिए. Phi is 1.047. Epsilon naught is 8.854 into 10 to power minus 12. Then finally we will get 9.27 into 10 raised to minus 12. As it is Q, charge has unit coulomb. So in this way we had completed illustration number 1.11. Now we have to solve illustration number 1.12. अब शुरू करते हैं illustration number 12. So this is your question. An electric field is uniform and the positive x direction for positive x and uniform with the same magnitude but in the negative x direction for negative x. It is given that E equal to 200 I cap Newton per coulomb for x greater than 0 and E equal to minus 200 I cap Newton per coulomb for x less than 0. A right circular cylinder of length 20 cm and radius 5 cm has its center at the origin and its axis along the x-axis, so that one face is at x equal to plus 10 cm and the other is at x equal to minus 10 cm. What is the net outward flux through each flat face? What is the flux through the side of the cylinder? What is the net outward flux through the cylinder? And what is the net charge inside the cylinder? We have to calculate all these things. Let us try. So हमारे पास एक cylinder है. Okay. Now this cylinder is kept like this. Okay. ऐसे रखते हैं. Such that center of the cylinder coincides with origin. First side. Okay. Total length of the cylinder is 20 cm. So first plate surface is at x equal to plus 10 and another is at x equal to minus 10. Okay. Now, so this is our cylinder. This is the flat surface. This is also a flat surface. Every cylinder has two flat surface and this one is the curved surface. We have to find flux through each one. Okay. Now in your question it is given that at this side electric flux is towards I cap, that means along positive x-axis, इस direction में. For this one it is minus 200 I cap, that means it is along negative x-axis, यहाँ से outward normal. Okay. What we have to find? Flux through these two flat surfaces as well as flux linked with this curved surface. Okay. So first of all, and one more thing, क्यू नेट, नेट फ्लक्स दैट मीन्स तीनों फ्लक्स को मिलाकर कितना फ्लक्स मिलता है वो फाइंड करना है, और क्यू एनक्लोज, चार्ज एनक्लोज बाय दिस सरफेस। यहाँ दिखाया नहीं है लेकिन इसके अंदर चार्ज होगा तभी तो फ्लक्स होगा ना, सो दैट चार्ज वी हैव टू फाइंड। ओके, so first and radius of the cylinder is 5 centimeter, that is equals to 0.05 मीटर में कन्वर्ट कर लिया। ओके, सो पहली फ्लैट, इसको मैंने नंबर 1 दिया है, दिस इज सेकंड फ्लैट सरफेस नंबर 2। तो पहली फ्लैट सरफेस के लिए इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड, सी आगे के न्यूमेरिकल में मैंने क्यों आई कैप वगैरह लेके करवाया था, वही थिंग हम लोग थीटा लेके करते हैं। तो तुम लोग तो दोनों मेथड समझ में आए, जो भी कन्वीनियंट हो उसी हिसाब से तुम जा सकते हो। ओके, so magnitude here I will consider, as I am considering theta I have to consider only magnitude। E का magnitude कितना है 200 न्यूटन पर कूलम। ओके, area of this flat surface is circular in shape। ओके, दिस इज द सिलेंडर, उसका ये क्रॉस सेक्शन कौन सा होगा, सर्कुलर। So circular has area pi r square, so pi radius is given, so we can calculate। Okay, now see area vector is outward normal, so area vector इस डायरेक्शन में जाएगा। इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड माइनस आई कैप है, so is negative x axis, so you can see here E and S both are in the same direction, that means angle between E and S is 0, so cos theta will be 1, cos 0 is 1। Okay, now flux is equals to E dot S, that is Es cos theta। By putting the value I can calculate phi 1 equal to 1.57 न्यूटन मीटर स्क्वायर पर कूलम स्क्वायर। फर्स्ट सरफेस का मिल गया। इसी तरह हमें सेकंड सरफेस का फाइंड करना है। सेकंड सरफेस के लिए E की डायरेक्शन दी हुई है along plus I cap, that means towards positive x axis। Area vector is always perpendicular and outward normal, so यहाँ से outside आता है, so it is also in this direction, so E and S once again in the same direction, so angle between E and S for the second surface is also 0। So for flat surface 2, magnitude of E 200, area pi r square, same area होगा पहले के हिसाब से। okay, theta is 0, that means flux will also be same। जितना फ्लक्स यहाँ आता है फर्स्ट सरफेस में उतना ही फ्लक्स सेकंड सरफेस में, क्योंकि एरिया सेम है, मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ ई इज सेम एंड एंगल इज ऑल्सो सेम। सो फाई 1 फाई 2 मिल गया। ओके, थर्ड क्या फाइंड करना है, फाई कर्व, फ्लक्स लिंक्ड विद दिस कर्व सरफेस। ओके, व्हाट इज द डायरेक्शन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड, इट इज गिवन दैट इट इज अलोंग, यहाँ देखोगे तो पॉजिटिव साइड पर आएगी, यहाँ देखोगे तो नेगेटिव साइड पर आएगी। ओके, सो हियर इस साइड पर देखेंगे तो इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड, इन द क्वेश्चन इट इज गिवन दैट इफ x is greater than 0 इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इज टुवर्ड्स पॉजिटिव एक्सिस, x is less than 0 यहाँ इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इस डायरेक्शन में आएगा। दिस इज द डायरेक्शन ऑफ E। यहाँ एरिया लोगे तो यहाँ एरिया वेक्टर इज ऑलवेज परपेंडिकुलर टू सरफेस, so area vector perpendicular, E is either in this direction, E is in this direction, so for both the case theta is equals to 90 degree। if theta is 90, cos 90 is 0, cos 90 is 0, so E curve will be Es cos 0। S का मैग्नीट्यूड कैलकुलेट करने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है क्योंकि ये 0 बना देगा, so phi curve flux linked with the curved surface is 0। ओके, तो तीसरा बात आ गई phi net, that is equal to, okay, now we have to find phi net। phi net means total flux, तीनों का flux linked with this one phi 1, flux linked with this second one phi 2, and flux linked with this curved surface, that is phi curve। so phi net equal to, सबका एडिशन करना है phi 1 plus phi 2 plus phi curve। by putting values we can get it is 3.14 न्यूटन मीटर स्क्वायर पर कूलम स्क्वायर। तीसरा मिल गया C, phi net। okay, now fourth portion is left, that is Q enclosed, charge enclosed by the cylinder। how can we find, once again Gauss law says that phi is equals to Q enclosed upon epsilon naught। okay, therefore Q enclosed equals to phi into epsilon naught। by putting the values you can calculate Q enclosed। okay, इजी है ना न्यूमेरिकल। क्या क्या फाइंड करना है, फ्लक्स। तो जब भी फ्लक्स फाइंड करना है क्या करना पड़ेगा, E डॉट ds और E ds cos थीटा। तुम थीटा कैलकुलेट कर सकते हो, EDS कैलकुलेट कर दो, अदरवाइज आई कैप जे कैप की मदद से भी कर सकते हो. ओके, वॉट एवर इज कन्वीनियंट यू कैन डू इट. And whenever you have to find Q enclosed, what you have to do? You have to use the formula phi is equals to Q enclosed upon epsilon naught if you have value of phi. So whenever you are using this phi must be phi net. पूरे surface का जो net flux है वो consider करना है. Is it clear? Okay. So आज का सेशन यहाँ हम कंप्लीट करते हैं. जल्दी ही दूसरा वीडियो आएगा और उसमें हम ये चैप्टर कंप्लीट करने की ट्राई करेंगे. शायद नहीं, 2 more lectures are required. Within 2 lectures we will complete this chapter. And ये चैप्टर कंप्लीट करने के बाद एक डाउट सॉल्विंग सेशन रखना पड़ेगा. आप सब लोगों के डाउट्स आ रहे हैं, सो सबके सब डाउट्स एक ही सेशन में हम लोग साथ में करेंगे. सो आपके जितने भी डाउट है मुझे भेजते रहिए. पूरे के पूरे डाउट्स एक सेशन में साथ में ले लेंगे, मगर पहले मुझको ये चैप्टर कंप्लीट करना है. इस चैप्टर के कंप्लीशन के बाद सबके डाउट्स 1 by 1 सॉल्व. ओके, टिल देन बाय बाय.